I want you to save this video and share it on every platform that you can, but in the title say that this is for entertainment purposes only, because it is. See, everything that is horrible and evil, that is planned out to be done to you and that has ever been done to you, isn't classified. It's hidden in plain sight. You are supposed to, with information already out there, come to the conclusion that we fucking killed Kennedy, a president of the United States, that 9/11 wasn't just an inside job and an enabled terrorist attack, but a trigger for a forever war, okay? And right now, as you know, that a war in Israel, sending first Israelis going into Gaza with no clear objective whatsoever, dragging America into it, will lead to a war with Iran. Now, you're also supposed to be under the understanding that with a fucking open border that the entire world has been going through, that there's a threat because many of these people are exclusively military-aged men. And many of you are aware that clandestine elements of the militaries and intelligence agencies of Canada, the UK, New Zealand, and Australia have provided stockpiles of non-NATO weapons within reach of these secured locations. Everything that is evil and horrible and about to happen to you is hidden in plain sight. They want World War III. World War II is called World War II because they've been prepping you for World War III. They're going to get rid of the middle class. It's just going to be a wide gap. What do you think COVID really accomplished? Why do you think it's illegal to stop shoplifters? They're collapsing businesses so that there's going to be a wider gap, and there's going to be no jobs because it's going to be run by artificial intelligence. And these people, who I more than just worked with, are very much so steeped in the occult. And it's part of a ritual to let you know what they're going to do to you. And it's hidden in the fine print of everything, like with what you eat, what you sign when you get ripped off, and in every major institution's mission statement to include all of the committees of the United Nations, which are inherently Marxist. They use a clinical term to define you. It's called Anthropocene. You are the disease. And there are going to be new lockdowns. Those lockdowns, after World War III, after a fake-ass alien invasion, those UFOs, those are us. Yeah. But with these people, these whistleblowers, they're, telling you that they're a threat out of the fucking eons of history that these fuckers have been visiting us. No one's been hurt until the early 1950s, when people started getting abducted by fucking people. Our genetic advancements are so vast you can't possibly comprehend. Everything that you see in sci-fi movies already exists. And those underground bases in the middle of nowhere where you see a bunch of construction and cement trucks, chain link fences, but there's nothing built up there. It's all underground. See, if you're of the elite, okay, like in Korea, Japan, and Bulgaria, and Hungary, you can submit your genetic information, you and your partner, and grow yourself a kid in a fake womb and genetically engineer that kid to be perfect. If you're not one of them, you have to have an abortion. It's happening to you, and you're calling it reproductive rights. The abortion industry was founded to be black genocide, okay? During the war crimes trials, the Nuremberg war crimes trials for Nazi war criminals, those motherfuckers accredited their inspiration to Margaret Sanger, the founder of Planned Parenthood. Do you know why? Those ideas for the mandatory sterilization of the feeble-minded and the genetically unclean, those were instituted in America first, in states like Texas and California and several others. And you know what? If they do an ultrasound on you and they find out that your kid's missing a hand or might have Down syndrome, you gotta get an abortion. Now check this out. In 2013, you've learned that Planned Parenthood was donating dead fetuses to stem cell research. The only viable stem cell transplants in the United States are cord blood, which umbilical cord blood, or bone marrow stem cell transplants. We don't have the capacity to conduct research on hundreds of thousands, if not actual millions, of fetuses. And there's a reason why they prefer to get them fetuses late term, partial birth preferably. If you don't know what partial birth means, it's explained in the words. While the mother's giving labor, they take your baby and kill it. Who's paying these biotech companies? How are these biotech companies paying you tens of thousands to hundreds of thousands of dollars for each dead baby? What are they being used for? Okay. Know this. Human trafficking is very real. In fact, eating people, feeding you people is real. And now it's hidden in plain sight because, you know, it has been found that not only McDonald's, but all kinds of companies selling ground beef have had large percentages of their ground meat testing positive for human DNA. It's part of a ritual. In fact, it's such a ritual that when Texas changed the abortion laws, the Church of Satan stepped in and saying, no, this is a ritual. You can buy adrenochrome on fucking Alibaba. Yeah. Now, you can say that I'm spreading disinformation, or you could just fucking read the fine print. Google it. And Google's the people that'll tell you chemtrails are a conspiracy theory. They'll go article after article after article. By doing that, it's also hiding it in plain sight. Wake the fuck up. Do not prove these people that you are too stupid to think for yourselves, because not only do they think that you're too dumb to think for yourself, they don't think you have an implicit right to. They don't. I mean, fuck. You're supposed to know that not only does the President of the United States not control a goddamn thing, but that Joe Biden is not Joe Biden.